Hi guys, welcome to my channel Vector, and today we'll be seeing the lecture series on antennas and microwave propagation continuation. In last lecture series we have seen about the interaction and the microwave frequency band. Today we'll be seeing about the physical concept of radiation topic. So, in physical concept of radiation, we'll be covering two topics: fundamental source of electromagnetic radiations and current distribution on a thin wire antenna. So, starting with the fundamental source of electromagnetic radiation, what is the source being used for producing the electromagnetic radiation? Electric charge is being used as a main source for electromagnetic radiation. Okay, in this we'll be seeing three subtopics. First, we'll go with fundamental equation of radiation. We'll see how we can derive the fundamental equation of radiation. So generally, how can we define a radiation? Radiation. When can we produce a radiation? Okay, the radiation is being electromagnetic radiation is being produced whenever there is a change in a speed or a movement of electric charges. So only at that time the radiation is being produced. Okay, so the acceleration due to change in direction is called the centripetal acceleration. So we'll see the how can we derive the fundamental equation of radiation. So first we'll consider a current being passing through a conducting wire which is of length L. Okay, so the fundament will starting with the fundamental equation of current. We know I is equals to Q by T, where Q is the charge being moved through that conducting wire of length L when time T. Okay, so I can be equals to Q by T into L by L. We multiply and divide by the length of the wire. Okay, then we also know that I is equals to linear charge density into drift velocity of charge. It is a multiplication of linear charge density and drift velocity of charge. When we differentiate the above equation with respect to time, we get that di by dt is equals to linear charge density into dv by dt. So dv by dt is nothing but it is the acceleration of charge. So it can be denoted as A. So the current expression can be as L into di by dt is equals to L into linear charge density into acceleration. So this will be the this equation is the fundamental equation of electromagnetic radiation, and this gives the basic relationship between the current and the charge. Okay. So next we are moving on to radiation from a single wire. Okay, here how can the radiation be produced from a conducting or a single wire? By two process. One, when there's an oscillation of current in a straight wire. In a straight wire, if there's oscillation of current, radiation is being produced. And in another condition, the steady passage of current in a bent, curved or discontinuous terminated and truncated wire. These bent, curved, discontinuous and truncated wire diagrams has been shown here, and there will be a and that here we can see a oscillating current in the straight wire. So this is the diagram. So here when we let's consider an conducting wire which is connected, one end of the conducting wire is connected to the electrical current and another end is being connected to the ground through a load. So this is the diagram for it. When how does it works here is the electrons, that is the energy radiation is being accelerated at the source end. Source is nothing but the one end where the electric current is being connected, and there it retards slowly at the load end. Load end is the this end, which has been another end which is connected to the ground through the load. Here, the electromagnetic radiation is being produced at both the ends of this conducting wire and is also present along the length of the wire. And here, since the magnitude of acceleration and the retardation of is not uniform throughout this wire, this results in a broad frequency spectrum. Okay, the broad frequency spectrum is nothing but a frequency which is proportional to the acceleration and retardation of the electric charge, and the bandwidth here depends upon the pulse width only. So this is about the radiations from single wire. Now moving on to radiations from two wires. Here let's consider two conducting wires being connected to the generator or transmitter. Okay, and once connected, when we pass an AC current, in the AC current is being passed here, and the amount of AC current present in both the conducting wires is same, but the direction of current is in opposite direction. So when there is a distance between the two wires is being less than the wavelength, then the electromagnetic waves will get cancelled. There will be no net radiation between these wires because the current is being passing in the opposite direction, and so the electromagnetic radiation get cancelled here. That is one case in radiation from. There's another case in radiation from two wires, which is when there is when the opened end. Okay, the opened end is being tapered, that is the distance between the separation between this conducting wire is being increased, then it results, then there will be some few net electromagnetic radiation being produced, because the direction of flow of current is not exactly opposite here, and so it so some radiation is being produced in this case when the open end is being tapered, that is tapered is being, there's a separation of wire is being greater than the wavelength. So this is about the radiation from two wires. Moving on to radiation from a dipole. So this is the structure of the dipole. Here the same conducting wires is being one end of the both conducting wires connected to a generator, and that another end is being bend in 90-degree phase. So when this is bent in 90-degree phase here, the current when we provide the source like that is AC current to this wires, at that time the current flows in parallel to each other. So this parallel to each other produces an instantaneous charge on the conducting wire. So this has been the equation used. So Q is equals to Q naught sine omega t, where omega is being defined as 2 pi by t into t. So this is the equation for instantaneous charge. Here we can see we can see the two conditions, like when t is equals to small t is equals to t by 4. So the distance between this here the distance between the conducting wire will be less, and so then the charge present here is maximum, and the field line starts from opposite to negative direction, that is in clockwise direction. So this moves in the clockwise direction if you see in this diagram. So this is one condition, and at t is equals to capital T by 2, here the charge becomes 0, because the charge becomes zero. Why the charge is being becoming 0 is here it moves. If you can see, this is a diagram for this. Here the field lines move an additional of lambda by 4. So this dotted line here is moving in the anti-clockwise direction, and the straight lines moving in the clockwise direction. So this opposite direction makes the net charge to get 0. So that's the reason here we get charge is becoming 0 in the next quarter. So totally the distance covered here is lambda 2. In the next quarter we get the field lines, charge is being moving in the clockwise direction, and the first quarter period the charge is being moving in the anti-clockwise direction, which makes the charge to be 0 in this time frame. So how can in this thing, with the extents of this field is only possible when we have a closed loop. So closed loop alone can produce the electromagnetic radiation. So this is about the radiation from the dipole. So next we'll move on to the topic current distribution on a single thin wire antenna. So just consider a two conducting wires kept open at the load end, and okay, this is the kept open at the load end, and when we give a source is being sent to this transmission line. When the source is being sent to this transmission line, the current flow reflects back with the phase of 180. You can see here it reflects in back of 180 at the conducting wire, and here the radiation is being zero because the separation or a distance between these two transmission line is less than the wavelength. This is one case. In other case, the same thing happens here. If the open end is being bent to 90 degrees, and when we give a current flow through this transmission line, it flows in the same direction, which results in a few electromagnetic radiations to produce. Since the distance separation between this two transmission is greater than lambda, that is wavelength. So this is all about the current distribution on a thin wire antenna. So that's it for today's topic. Thank you. Keep supporting our channel by pressing the like, share, and subscribe button. And if any queries and any feedbacks can be always welcome. Thank you.